Yeah, I think I'm recording, by the way.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I think I do. I'm sure about it.
But
I'm sure
I
of
wonder
it.
if you can hear yourself on my mic like this. Maybe I have to turn it
No,
down. I don't know.
but I started playing some music on Spotify, man, just to
Okay.
elevate the mood.
Yeah, but what if
It's
it
fucking
can
awesome.
be heard on the mic? Are you sure about this?
I don't think so because
Okay.
it's through the like inner headphones. You know, I have inner and outer headphones. Like a
Yeah,
really
I get
good
it,
headphone guy.
but still, the mic is sensitive. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I'm sensitive too, and I don't like where this is going, quite frankly. So let's go. So this is how do we begin this?
I don't know. You're the
Let's
podcast
begin it
master.
with a clap. Well, listen, man. It's been a while, and
You know how while
by
it's been?
that
I just checked. You know how while?
how while?
Like April 2015.
You just checked, and I can hear you checking right now.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you
I remember it
didn't
was
check
April,
well.
but I wanted the exact date. It's 26th. Yeah, April 26th, 2000.
So you mean this is the last time we did this together,
And the first time.
and the first time, yeah. And okay, so it's been a while, clearly, but for all of our listeners, there's many of them right now, let's tell them what are we talking about? We're talking about passion, creativity, creative drive, purpose in life, right?
Of course.
And we're talking. This is me, Bogi, and this is you,
Stefcho.
Stefcho. That's right. There's a lag because we're in different countries. Because let's explain this thing, how this works. It's a marvel of technology, by the way. We're using a combination of headphones, the likes of which you've never heard. There's inner headphones going into your ears. There's outer headphones just for warmth. There's microphones. There's multiple devices. It's crazy. It's the radiation that's going on around me. It's insane. There's popcorn that I ate yesterday. It's popping in my stomach right now from the radiation. So this is what we're talking about. Now listen, man. I can see through the chaos, and I can see a structure, and that structure is what is it? You can see it for sure too. I'm sure.
I'm wondering something else. Are you going to edit some things
is
out
it?
of it? Because
I don't know, man.
I mean, this
Let's just relax.
This whiskey I'm drinking, I'm swallowing it really hard.
Relax, okay? Relax. You're making me nervous.
Oh,
I'm
so what
nervous
about
right now.
the
I'm
structure and the darkness? Can you elaborate?
Yeah, listen,
what do you
man.
mean?
When I let's yeah, exactly. No, I can't. So let's switch this up to another topic that I can talk about. Let's start with what did you eat for breakfast? Let's start right there because it's important for people to understand.
Well, I went for some sandwiches at this great sandwich place, but it was Sunday and it was closed, so
Yeah,
that was the end of
makes
it.
sense.
Uh,
Yeah, man, I was watching last night. I started watching Making a Murderer season 2. Have you checked this shit out?
no, but I mean, I will.
Man, it's insane. It's insane shit. I'm finishing it now. But you know what is this about, right?
Yeah.
Have I told you about this?
Yeah, you told me some things, but
I mean, this is a
this
guy who was
that's innocent or whatever.
yeah. Stefcho, what you don't like is spoilers. So this is what's happening right now. You want to be protected from spoilers, but the thing is, if you overprotect yourself,
Yeah,
you
but
become vulnerable.
But what about the listeners?
And then the smallest thing
think about the listeners, man.
makes you just yeah.
What if someone is like
well,
me?
I'm sure I'm sure they'll be interested to know that this is the shit and you got to watch this.
Yeah,
So
but just
the more
why don't you just make them watch it? Why do you have to spoil it?
yeah. So the way I'm gonna make them watch it is basically I plan to threaten them and release information bit by bit and send them envelopes with fingers of members of their family. And this way they will have no other choice but to watch it. So you better start watching, fucking
this
bitches.
is Davis' parents, right? What?
That's right. Yeah, Devis parents, goddammit. You want to see Devis fingers where they should belong and not inside the envelope. So, yeah. So this is now, I was today, I got out of the house. Great achievement. And I went to this meetup.
Wait,
It was a
you,
meetup.
you live at a house. That's new.
No, it's a matter of speech. I live in a studio apartment.
Where is
In
this?
Malta.
Where,
You know
where-
what
Oh, in
is-
Malta. You live in Malta. That's interesting.
Yes, let's keep it unpretentious and let's really. I like that spontaneity of the questions. So yes, I do live in Malta. It's what Malta is. It's an island. It's a country and an island. It's a very nice combination. It's one of those like ice cream with fruits, but it's worse than that, of course, and it makes you regret life and die. And so basically, Malta is this island that's south of Italy, but actually, what people don't know is that it's north of Africa. That is the real truth. So it's almost like Africa. It's in the sense that black people are paid less.
Wait, isn't it an English
And-
colony or something? It's just a Malta.
It used to be, yes. It's basically the question is stupid. It's like asking, yeah, but isn't dinosaurs animals? Yeah, but it's not relevant for our time frame.
So
you know?
wait, what about the house?
So
You were going out
so
to
the house, yes.
which
So
is
I
not a
was
house.
going out, but which is not a house. Let's start with that. Let's crack it up. So basically, I live in a studio apartment, which is inside a building, and that building consists of many such apartments. I don't know how you call. Is it apartment building? Is that correct? Is that
Yeah.
term appropriate for our age? So this studio apartment is basically it's a misconception. I wouldn't call it an apartment. It's more like a toilet with an extra door, and it's very small. It's one of those things that if I was gay and I didn't have a closet in my house, I would hide in the studio apartment and I would suffocate to death because it's too small. So this is where I live, if you can call it that. I need to open up a window every time I want to stretch. So I got out I got out of the, and I stretch a lot. I stretch at least 3 times a day. So I got out of the house, out of the proverbial house, but it's actually a building with studio apartments. And I went to this meetup, and there were a bunch of people, maybe 4, who were. It was supposed to be like a writer meetup because as you know, I'm a writer. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're aware of that.
Yeah, I know you're rotating pages. Yeah, I know.
Yes. So there's a guy at work who is writing poetry. He's actually pretty serious about it. And what's
Wait,
interesting
wait,
is he's
what
posting
was-
this on Instagram.
Wait, what was the meetup about?
So it was like a writer meetup where all these writers from Malta, which none of them you will ever hear. It's like
But how did you find it?
You know Dead
Or the-
Poets Society, but yeah,
Wait, you're
I
rotating
didn't hear you.
pages and
Sorry,
now
I was,
you're.
I was listening to my own voice.
I mean, you're rotating pages and now you're part of the Malta Writing Society and you know the meetups.
Yeah, I know it happened way too fast, and I wasn't ready for that commitment. But when she proposed, I just couldn't resist.
Who is she?
And no, sorry, I started daydreaming for a moment. No, I mean that I wrote this short story, but immediately after it, I felt like, listen, this is the beginning of something good. This is the beginning of a career. It's the beginning of a lifestyle, and it's about time I meet all the great writers of Malta.
And wait,
which,
one
none
of them.
were
One of
there,
them. Is,
but
but one is the colleague or what? One is your colleague.
yeah, one is the colleague who actually he's like organizing the event, and the other guys are like me, struggling, just never ever succeeded at anything, and so we were all together there, and I can say that because I know they're not listening, because let's be honest, no one's listening to this, but they were all there, and we were all there, just doing that thing, the writer thing, how
Yeah,
writers do it. And we were it was like a coffee place, and we ordered coffee, and then Johan, this is the guy from work, Johan is his name, and I try to pronounce it like that just to
Where is he
be
from?
respectful
Netherlands?
of his heritage.
Is he from
No, he's from
Netherlands?
Sweden.
Ah.
Sweden, and so every time I say his name, I try to say a little prayer for the god of thunder, Thor, and just respect his heritage as a Swedish person. So he organizes this and he invites me there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show up. So I show up, and then we do our thing, and I feel much more complete as a person. So I just wanted to share that moment with you.
But why? I mean, why? Why would you feel complete?
Well, because I want you to be part of this journey.
No,
this
but
is
what
the
happened?
beginning of a great.
What
So,
happened?
so what happened was he read some pieces and some bits and pieces from my short story, and he gave me some feedback, and I read some of his poems, and I gave him some feedback, and then we both jerked ourselves off, and it was great. And but that's what we do, writers. We do that sort of stuff. That's where the ideas come from. That you somehow they're from inside, and you work hard and you sweat until they come out. And if they come out together, it's only better. It's sometimes the dirtiest secrets are the best of them. Yeah. So what about you? Tell me something about like what happened in the last 12 hours for you.
Nothing much. What happened?
Listen, I need to congratulate you because let's be honest.
I just played guitar all day.
You play guitar?
Let me just answer the question. Yeah. Okay. Now you can continue.
Yes. So listen, man. Let's first of all, because the writers of this podcast, the ones who are writing it, and the ones who are listening to it, they're wondering, who are we? Who are we really? Are we humans?
How is
it possible?
But I mean, these guys, they follow us? They should know that from the 3 years ago podcast that we explained.
Yes, they should know from 3 years ago, especially the three
do your research.
Who you listen to it with yourself. Exactly. So, guys, do your research. Otherwise, you see more of those Devi fingers in the envelopes.
26th April 2015.
Because Devi only has 20 fingers. I mean, how many envelopes can I... envelopes are expensive.
20 fingers?
Gotta buy 20 envelopes and send them all over the world.
Devi has 20 fingers.
Priority? Do I need to use priority when I send those envelopes?
Who has 20 fingers?
Only Devi has them.
Wait,
I only
he has
have
20
like
fingers.
7
He
left.
has fingers
I have just about 7 left.
But on the legs it's not fingers, it's toes.
It's not fingers?
Yeah, it's
what?
toes.
So I never had fingers on my legs?
No.
I only have toes?
Yeah.
Because I have toes and fingers. I assumed everyone had toes and fingers on their legs.
What?
Like what do you call those little things on the back of your legs?
Toes?
Like under your knees?
What?
Like the ones that's sticking out there, like that girls ask, "What is this?" and they scream. How do you call those? Anyway, so
demon toes. I don't know.
There's tiny demon souls. Well, what I'm trying to say is we need to, just for the new listeners, because the old listeners, they're making their research for sure. But what about the new listeners who are just joining now, the new generation? I'm talking about millennials who were born in the last 3 years. Okay, so they didn't hear this, the old ones.
Right.
So what about those babies? Hey, babies, listen up. All right, we got to tell you who we are. Okay, our story is long and convoluted, but let's begin at the end. We were once living in the same country, believe it or not, if that's even possible. But now we're not. And Stefcho, tell me about your country, because it's a different one than my country.
It's very old. It's very medieval. It's very villagey. Peasant. It still is today.
Which one is it? Village? Do you think I'm stupid? Which one is it? Make a choice.
It's Bulgaria. It's the worst
it's
and
Bulgaria.
the best. Yeah.
Well, just say it. Just use one word that no one will understand. Bulgaria.
Okay.
So Bulgaria was also my country.
I thought
too.
we were having a conversation, not word, just one word. But okay.
I'm sorry.
So what about your country?
What do you like about Bulgaria the least?
The least?
Yeah, I just like to use the same kind of modulation, the same, I just forgot the word. Go on. Sorry. I'll think about it while you answer.
The least? Maybe most people, maybe. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Where? In Malta?
But listen, let me ask you a very theoretical question, okay?
Wait.
Can I? May I? Shall I?
Okay.
So when you say you only hate most of the people,
no, that wasn't the question. The question was
okay,
what I like
but
least.
that was your answer. Yes.
Not what I hate only. By the way, okay,
right. What do you like least?
Okay,
and when you said, well, I least like everyone, then
most
you know
people.
what
Not everyone.
most, of course, most.
Come on, man,
but most
changing my
includes.
words.
Well, listen. First of all, you're under oath here, so whatever you say, you gotta make sure it's at least plausible. And what I want to say is, when I was in Bulgaria, did you hate me too?
Yeah, sometimes at some points, but it was long ago.
Yeah, but what about when I left? Does that
No.
mean immediately you start loving me when I leave?
No, come on, man.
Is
I
that
said
how it
mo-
works?
I
Like,
said, no, man. Come on, follow me. It's most people. It's not everyone.
I'm following you. I'm
So,
following your Instagram.
You're one person. You maybe you're not most people. Maybe you're the other people.
Yes.
So this doesn't mean
I think this is gonna go viral for sure. I think. And
So,
you know, I
no,
have
I mean-
experience to back it up.
yeah.
I have, I have had at least one video that went viral. You know, first of all, viral.
No, you have
there's
to.
many levels to it.
At least.
For example, once I put a video out and I got a virus after that. So I don't know if that makes it viral because it was
What
like
is
the
what is
cursing-
viral? How do you define viral?
It comes from a virus. Basically, what happens is like the video makes you sick. And
Well,
it's
I
like
mean,
AIDS, you know.
well,
like
then
if
it's
you
not
have
only
sex with
one.
the video, you can, yeah.
If
It's
that's
not
the
one?
definition, you have a lot of those. A lot of your videos
Exactly.
make me sick. So
I have a lot of those.
But you
Yeah,
well,
so that's why I say I'm an expert. And I tried to change definitions of many other words too. For example, if someone tells me you're fired, I say, listen, I know I'm on fire. And they say, no, you're fired. And I say, God damn it, this skit is way unfunny. And what I try to prove, with this is that you gotta go with the flow. You gotta, like when you improvise, you gotta accept things, accept it, and play with it. Play with it playfully, like if it was a little baby that you play with. Let me ask you this, because I'm thinking about it a lot. When you play with a baby, how much can you play with it until it becomes uncomfortable and they can sue you?
I've played with a baby only once, so I don't know. I played like for maybe.
What did you do when you played with that baby? How did you play with it? Like, how do you know, like, baby, hey, back off, baby. Listen, I don't want to be sued, baby. I want to play with you like a normal person, right? But not really, because if you play with it like a normal person, you can do some dirty ass stuff. You're not gonna, do some dirty ass stuff with the baby. So how do you do the baby stuff, but not get sued? How is this even possible? Like, imagine.
I
now
didn't get
imagine.
sued, so maybe I know how it's possible. I mean, I don't know.
But imagine you have a baby right now, and it's sitting on you, and it's playing all over you, like your stomach area, and it's touching you inappropriately. And listen, man, you're just a man. What are you gonna do? When some things happen, you can't control them. Like, imagine at the same time the baby's playing with you, but your hands are tied up behind your head, and your legs are tied up behind your head. So how is this even possible? And then the baby actually tied you up. So that means it tied you up very, like, not really professionally. So you can untie yourself up, but is it appropriate to do it? Who knows?
Yeah.
Am I a lawyer to determine that? I don't know.
Yeah, let's leave it an open question. Like,
Yeah, because, like, who determines that? Like, first of all, babies, they can't say, excuse me, that wasn't appropriate. They can't say it until many, many years later when they
well,
become serial
but you know,
killers. And they
usually
say, I
you're
think
not
it was because of that.
you're not alone with the baby. There is usually a mother there, so she can kind of.
But what
you
if
know,
you're the mother, huh? Smart
I'm
ass.
the
What if you're
mother?
the mother?
of-
And then the baby ties you up and then starts sucking on your little titties. And that's super inappropriate, by the way. If someone sucked on my titties,
Okay, well,
I'd be like, wait a second,
what do you want
baby.
from me? I mean, whatever I do, you always complicate things. Like it's always
No,
always
I'm
losing.
listening. I'm not. Like, let's
Whatever
make
I
it
say,
simple.
it's-
Let's make it very simple. One baby, like, let's make a formula. One baby plus your penis. When is it inappropriate? That's the question. Equals question mark.
Immediately. That's that way. The question immediately, like right away.
Cool. That's very
Zero-
simple. I
0
understand
seconds.
that. Makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense. Now I understand. Now
Okay,
I'll
I'm
know.
glad I
I'll know
opened
next
your
time.
eyes.
Now I know next time when the mothers leave their babies with me, to
your penis,
first put
yeah.
my pants on,
Yeah, of
put my
course.
penis out of that baby's face, and then we can play with the toys. And so, listen. Another very important question is let's go political. No, let's not. Tell me, what do you think it would be most important to discuss? Because we can discuss any way of any variety of topics. We're very well
Most important.
versed in topics.
Well, I mean, now the most important thing is for next time we should write a script. So you know we have things. That's most important now.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I agree.
But
I'll go to the writers group, to the writer meetup, and I'll say, "Hey guys, let's help out write a script for this bitch, because there's no way it's gonna work." But you know what? You can text someone to ask us a question. You know what? While we're discussing things, because we still have time, we have like another 7 hours. So why don't you text like Borko or someone else and just say, "Hey man, ask me a question because we're doing this thing and we need your feedback." Like someone funny like Borko or something, and he's gonna ask us a question, and we're gonna answer live, and then because this is live, by the way. I don't know about you, but I have a life that this is happening during, like, in the middle of my life right now.
But
and yeah, what do you think we should talk about?
Wait, what were we going to talk about? We had some plan, no? What was the plan?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, first of all, I wanted to discuss corporate America. But before that, I wanted to ask you, why the fuck have you not read my short story? I sent it like 3 days ago, and it's just like a 40-minute read. You can sit down and read it, and you don't even have to read the whole thing. You can like read a few pages and say, "Hey man, it's cool, it's whatever."
You want to know the?
Because I really want to just hear how great I am. That's just write that. Just don't even read it.
You want to know the truth? Why I haven't?
Yes, I want to know the truth.
Because
yes.
I forgot. And
God
had
dang
other things to do.
I thought you were gonna say because I was fucking some sweet pussy, but you forgot like you're some 70 years old fucking war veteran, fighting Alzheimer's. Still, like you're in a war, fighting that Alzheimer's. Listen, man. What I want to talk about, I think there are many interesting things, but there's a couple of things that are very important. First of all, there are some things that we haven't discussed that might be interesting. And one that I can think of right now on top of my mind is my experience eating fucking magic truffles in Amsterdam. I never told you that story. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And you, of course, forgot it because of your Alzheimer's.
I told you to tell me, but you didn't.
So if you want, I can tell you now. I don't know if you want.
Yeah. I mean, it should be better than anything else until now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, ask Borko, he's gonna be like.
Well, I asked him, but who knows? Oh, okay. Oh, goddamn it!
All right, so listen, man.
Yeah, he answered
so
me,
basically,
but it's really stupid.
Yeah, what is it?
But it's really stupid.
He's stupid, so it's expectable.
No,
he
might listen to this.
Makes sense.
How many matches can you fit in a yogurt?
In a yogurt?
I mean, yogurt.
In a yogurt?
Bowl, not bowl, but how do you say this? Package. I don't know. Cup.
In a yogurt package.
I don't know. It's stupid. Whatever. Just tell me about the truffles.
So I'll tell you about this. So basically, just to tell you the whole story. We went there. So there was like, of course, it was work related because I never use drugs unless it's at work.
Wait, so that was your third time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did mushrooms first. I did mushrooms again. Then I did ayahuasca. And for
I mean the third time
things.
mushrooms. The third time mushrooms.
Yeah. You can say that because it's mushrooms basically, but it's the same thing. Psychedelic. Psilocybin.
You're addicted.
So I go there, and the thing is, first of all, you got to understand that this was a really cool build-up. Like first day, because we were there for like 3 days. So the first day, I go there, and after all the work is done and everything, we smoked some joints. That was great because I didn't like whole day working and stuff. I didn't eat shit, so it only makes it stronger. So when I smoked that, I basically I got raped by 6 black African people, also called African Americans, but they were African Netherlandians, I guess, because it was in the Netherlands.
No, don't use the N word.
And oh, right. I'm sorry. Black Amsterdamians, I guess. So then what happened was the next day, I figured let's kick it up a notch. So I ate. I don't eat again because this is what I say. Let's kick it. First thing I do is I don't eat, and then I have all the energy to kick.
You mean all the lack of energy?
Kick my livers.
or whatever.
Yeah, so what happened was I ate this space cake, man, the next day, and we go to this fucking corporate dinner like an hour later, and I'm fucked up, man. But the thing is, so first of all, I've done edibles, but I haven't done them to that like professional extent where really it hits you. So it's basically like weed, but like 100 times stronger. So really, like all the effects of weed, just like all the fucking cumulative weed on Earth, just shoved in your brain.
Wait. So
And
wait.
it
Wait.
just
What,
like-
wait. Let's clarify. It's different than this other mushrooms. What were they called?
Yeah, that's before. So I'm building up to that. You know, I'm starting from earlier on.
Yeah, but these
You know, I'm
truffles,
telling
they're,
you the prequel.
they're
This is the
different.
prequel.
I mean, the truffles are
Yeah.
different.
They were different, and the whole experience was very different. So this is why it made it like completely different. So it wasn't really comparable. So I'll tell you what the difference is. But anyway, so I do this edible arrangement, I call it. I said, excuse me, can you give me an edible arrangement of weed? And they gave it to me and said, we just call it cake, don't be stupid. And so I ate it, and I went to this dinner, and this guy, So this guy, at this point, we just acquired this company, and this guy was like a very important person in that company, sitting right in front of me, and at some point asking me questions. And the thing is, like, there are different stories about it. Some people at work say, I was not capable of answering that, which is not true, because in my mind I was really answering it, but they intervened, like they started answering the questions for me, saying that I was clearly not able to do it myself, which is not what I remember. I remember clearly that I was answering. They said I was just answering very slowly, I guess. I don't know, that's their account of the thing. I remembered everything, and I think they were wrong.
I trust
Anyhow.
you in this. Yeah, I trust you. You make more.
Exactly. Of course you should trust me. And I was on a completely different planet, and I saw great things. And then the next day we do the fucking truffles. So I go, listen, man, this is it. The conference is done. Everything, all the work is done. So now it's time to get fucked up. So we go and get these truffles, and I get like the strongest variety because they're like different versions, right? And the bigger amount because they're like less and more in the box. So I get the big box of the strongest variety, was like area 50, 51 or whatever. And then my buddy Federico, he got like a smaller amount of a weaker one, but he's like a lot thinner than me, so it makes sense. And we go to this park, and and I'm like, I don't know, man. This is the first time I'll do it outside in a new place, and I don't know if this is gonna be good, because I'm used to like putting myself into custody and chaining myself to the wall before I do drugs, just in case. But this is different. So I'm like, there's babies in this park, and what if the babies, all that stuff. And
the babies, what? Is this where you get the question?
I mean, what the babies do.
What did you do with the babies,
do
man?
crazy stuff. You know how the babies are. They're very sweet and soft, and I don't.
But
wanna talk about it.
why were you
But
wondering what's the appropriate behavior? What did you do with the babies?
Well, how babies are. They just want to suck things, and they don't talk, and they don't have teeth, and that just makes it all the sweeter.
Okay.
And so anyway, so I go there to the park with my buddy, and we eat these things, and this is great. And then, well, the thing is, because it was outside, it was just so cool. Like, we had so much input, like so many things outside, and we started looking at these things, and I play some music on my phone, and we just like, everything you see is like a story, and it's very meaningful and like deep and amazing. And I look at these trees, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense, and that, and all these psychedelic stories, how things go. And then we go to like a coffee shop and have some weed there, and then we go to another place, have some weed there. And so the fact that we keep smoking weed all the time just prolongs the effect of it. It was like insane. So like, we go to this coffee shop, and I remember that I'll just give you one example, because of course there's so many stories. I can talk about this for an hour, but we go to this one place. It's like more of a black place, like a lot of black dudes, and then there's R&B and all that stuff. And we sit there, and there's this painting on the wall, and both of us, we smoke weed, and we sit there, and we're still very much high from the magic truffles. And I started listening to the fucking R&B songs, and I just listening to all these women just moaning, like during the songs. And I go, what the fuck is going on with these women? And as I listen, my mind takes me place. I go, these women are moaning the death of all the fucking rappers who died in these rap battles. And then, but they are reflecting their ancestors who are slaves and they died, and then they were reflecting their ancestors who died in Africa and all that shit. And like, this is the cumulative fucking moaning and crying of these women, moaning their husbands and fathers for centuries. And I go, this is the biggest pain I've experienced in my life. And I go with these crazy thoughts, and they were probably moaning because, you know, they were probably singing about, I don't know, just money and playing and calling some bitches and whatever.
I mean, I get these things.
Yeah, without
weed.
it.
With weed, I mean, not
Exactly.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
it. But no, I mean, no, what's
Yeah,
the? What's
yeah,
the
I just walk
truffles
down
in
the
all of
street and I
this?
get it. I see an old lady at the street and I'll go, stop moaning, bitch. You know, your ancestors are dead.
Oh, I mean, it
And-
doesn't
but-
sound
but
that
nevertheless,
special. I mean, compared to the other mushrooms.
It's not special at all. And like everything I say is never special for you. And this is why
Oh.
I had to leave this country. But anyway, so I go, I look over, you know, over at Federico and I go, man, listen, let me tell you this amazing story that I learned about all the black people and their history from just this morning. So let me just explain to you how the history of black people happened. And he's like, shh. I go, what the fuck? And he's like, no, listen, I'm looking at this fucking painting and there's so much in it. And
Oh,
I
you
just
mean
want to focus on that.
Federico?
He goes, yeah, I'm making his. Don't you see the change in my voice? I'm impersonating.
No, but you didn't say who.
He talks like that.
Okay.
Federico.
Yeah.
So he goes, listen, man, I'm just looking at this painting and there's so much going on and just fucking nothing. This painting is just like grass. And he just stares at it. He's traveling through some grass dimensions with this painting. And I go, okay, man, whatever. And, so, and then we go to another place and there's just like every step, just like going up, just getting up to go to another place. Just like getting up with one of your leg, one step is like an hour of effort in your mind. You know what I mean? It's an incredible effort. It's like, you know, it's a small step for a man, but a huge step when you're high on fucking shrooms. So anyway, so we go to this other place, and then we have some beers and shit, and I go, hey, man, I have some other thoughts and stuff, and I turn to him and I go, I start seeing this stuff. Like I started looking at the foam of the beer and seeing these fucking shit in the foam, and I go, man, do you see this? And then I realize and I say, oh, it must be just me. It must be me. And then I thought, it's such a great thought I had, and I said, listen, this should be like the ideal poster for Amsterdam. It should be like you're driving towards Amsterdam, you see a sign, Amsterdam, 50 kilometers away. It should be, this is probably just me, right? This is probably just me. It's like everyone thinks that in Amsterdam. Anyway, so, and, you know, we have a great time, but at some point, like Federico's like, I gotta go home, you know, I'm not feeling well, whatever. Maybe he got to a bad place or whatever. So I walk him back, I whistle to him, I sing him songs from my childhood just to keep his spirits up. I touch him inappropriately and stuff, and then I take him back, and then I have still energy to go out again, and I go to this club and I bring this bitch home. And anyway, so it was a great night, and that's what I wanted to share with you. It was full of interesting things, and thanks for belittling me in front of the huge audience.
Sure. But I don't know. I mean, you know, it sounds like you were just very high.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, but it was yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's because, well, it wasn't a big amount of that, and it also because we are outside, it kind of kept you a little bit awake in a sense that you never went too deep with it, right? Because you're not comfortable enough. Like
But
if I
did
was
you-
home and laying, you know.
I mean, I guess we haven't talked about what we are talking now about. I mean, the real shit, you know, the mushrooms with it. But the thing is, what was the amount? Like the same amount as we did, or what?
I don't know because I haven't really researched like what is the
Because also you said that
concentrate-
Frederico's thinner, but we researched
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter with mushrooms.
Yeah, right. You completely discredited me in front of the experts. My expert opinion will not count in court anymore. But the thing is, yeah, you're right. The thing is, I haven't researched like what is the concentration of psilocybin in truffles. I know what it is in mushrooms, but I don't know, like, because I think it was like 15 grams that I had, which is not much, but they were like
15?
I don't even know if they're dry or fresh.
What?
They look moldy, and they look like, I don't know if you can even dry truffles. You know what I mean? Like you can dry mushrooms, because the truffles were kind of like nuts, like the hardness of them. It was like chewing peanuts, for example. And even in taste, it was similar to like peanuts, for example. And so they were hard and like these small rocky truffles. And mushrooms are different. Like mushrooms, they're squishy. They're very soft and light. And then they're mostly water, so like 90% water, so you can dry them off. But this thing, I don't know if they can dry it, so I don't know if it was fresh or it was dried, and how much is the concentration of psilocybin in it. So anyway, I don't know if, in other words, if I took a huge hit or not so significant amount. So maybe most probably I didn't take a big amount. And also on top of that, being outside, it didn't really get me super deep. So it was fun. I was functional. I could go around. I could talk to people. It was a different experience. It was nice to have that side of things, other than just like traveling space and time, like we normally do.
Normally, yeah, of course. Every time, like once.
Yeah, we do this all the time, man. So anyhow, in
but
my
what the
dreams,
hell, man? I mean,
do it all the time.
this thing that we did before, I wouldn't go out in this condition.
In this condition, exactly, yeah.
I mean,
and you probably wouldn't be able to. Like, if you went out, you probably sit down for an hour and then crawl and whatever. Yeah. So, but I mean, when we took it, we stayed in the park for quite some time. Maybe, I don't know, 2 hours, and then maybe even more. So we're just like sitting on a bench, staring at stuff. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't like we were super, running around and jumping. And then we walked a little slowly towards another place and sat down there. But man, it's an interesting thing, because another thing is like Amsterdam's such a fucking weird place, because it's full of weirdos, like really weird people. So when you're high, and when you're that high, it's like, it's fucked up to be there. You know what I mean?
Probably most
like
people,
you're sitting there.
Most people are high too, so that's why they're weird, maybe.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, you're there and there's some weirdo walking by in a park. It's like dressed like death, like, like a big hat, like cylinder hat, like slash, and then these tattoos and this black outfit, and then with two canes, and then you realize it's like an old dying man, like walking with these two canes. And what the fuck is this guy wearing in the park? You know what I mean? And so it's full of these weirdos. So if you're in that state, you can imagine what the fuck is going on with you, like when you see all this shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about the news today. Because it's important.
I haven't seen the news today.
Your turn.
But I haven't seen the news. What's the news today?
Yeah,
Are there
I
news?
haven't either. I don't know. I mean,
But what
I
news?
don't know
Bulgarian
anything, man.
news or what news?
Yeah,
I can
world
open
news.
World news. Where do you get that? World.
Go
CNN.
ask world.com.
World.com.
Just check world.com.
Let me check CNN. They have news, right? What the fuck? It's in Bulgarian. Oh my god, it redirected me. How do I open the world news? Fucking hell. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I mean this Arabian journalist got murdered or something.
You know what I love about?
top news.
Sorry, I'm just checking my messages and not listening to you. You know what I love about like WhatsApp? There's this icon, this sun. It's super creepy. Have I shown you this?
Wait, you use WhatsApp? You use WhatsApp?
I use it because
Fuck.
it's a peer pressure thing.
Goddamn
They
traitor.
force me. But on WhatsApp you have this icon with this. What is it? Is it an icon? Is it an emoticon? What is the difference between an icon and an emoticon? You're an expert.
Icons are more. I mean, every small picture is an icon, you can say, but emoticons have their standardized.
Yeah, but back in the day, it used to be like icons. Back in the day, it used to be like in churches,
What do
right?
you mean?
And then, like you go to a
No,
church
but
and it's like, hey, pray in front of that icon. And then it used to be Madonna.
These emoticons.
And then it used to be on your
What?
desktop. Madonna was an icon for a while,
Yeah.
and then it was on your desktop. Like
No,
you go on the desktop,
also
and then you see like Diablo 2 was an icon, and then there was like a bin, like a recycle bin,
Yeah.
and every time you resize your screen, like you play a shitty game, and it goes like in the middle of the fucking screen.
WhatsApp has icons? I don't get it.
No, that's my question. Like, what do you call those faces on WhatsApp that I see? Is it from this?
Emojis? I don't know. But the
You're
thing
right,
is, they're
right. But then again, what is the difference between an emoji and an emoticon?
What? What about
Hmm?
icon?
How about
You said
that?
something about. Okay, how about that? I don't know how about. I mean, I think it's the same. No, emojis are bigger.
I don't know. I'm asking you,
They
man.
should
You're
be
the expert.
The same. I think they're the same. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, first of all, these things are complicated. I remember the time. You remember the time? It was about 6:30 when no, it was many years ago when there was like icons all over your computer.
011. Okay, what?
Yeah, and there was like icons on your computer and on the desktop, but you didn't know which. Like, remember when your grandparents were like, "What is this on the computer?" And you go, "No, that's the screen, you old bitch." And you're kind of like demonstrating how much smarter you are because you had like that big computer like hidden somewhere to warm your legs like from under the table. You know what I mean? Remember the time when you were wearing terlici and putting them on the computer to warm your leg? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, terlici is this thing. It's a very great Bulgarian invention, just like chushkupek, for example. It's this thing where you skin the outer layer of hair from certain animals, like sheep, for example, and then your mother or aunt, especially if she's single, or your grandma is using these two sticks.
I don't think they're called singles. They're called widows. But anyway.
Widows, exactly. This is really cool. Like, why are you dating? I'm a widow. Okay. So then you put those two sticks together and you play with them for a while, and then you come up with this sock. But the weird thing about it is, if you put it on your leg, it's probably going to burn it. Like, it's going to eat the flesh off it because it's too, you know what I mean? Like, it's basically like sandpaper for your feet. So you put a sock, and then on top of the sock, you put the fucking terlik on, right? And then you can ruin some shoes with it if you put the shoes on. And so basically you don't put a shoe, you can put maybe a plastic bag or something on top of that. And then you put it like on an old computer to warm your feet. You know,
Yeah.
I should be a historian, I think, because of all this information that I have.
Yeah.
Should write a book about it. So another thing I wanted to talk about is just our dreams of just like what do you want to do when you grow up. Like, when you're a kid, they ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? When you're grown up, no one asks you, what do you want to do when you're dead? No one asks you this. But I want to know, what do you want to do when you're dead? Because,
What do I wanna
like,
do?
for example, I want my ashes scattered somewhere, like scattered, like it's some shit.
wait,
Like,
why?
you throw it out.
Well, no, the question is why
Because-
why do you care? Really?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't
So,
give a fuck.
but no, you obviously care.
Who told you I care?
You.
Don't you ever say that again? I don't care.
No,
I don't
yeah,
care
exactly.
About it.
I don't care. I mean, I don't care.
No,
I
honestly,
don't
if
care.
I have
You
to be
care.
honest, I really care.
Oh
I
yeah,
really
I
care
know.
about it. I care
But
about
why?
your ashes.
But my
But I
question
don't
is
care
why?
about
Why
my
do you
ashes.
care about your ashes? Oh, you care
I don't
about
care.
mine?
I just care about your ashes.
So ask me.
I just care about your
I
ashes.
should
and
ask
what
you
I wanna
about
do,
mine.
What I want to ask is,
What do you want to do with my
so
ashes?
do it. Don't hold back.
What do you want to do with my ashes?
I want to do with your ashes some dirty ass stuff. I want to get dirty with those ashes.
But
You know what I mean?
I don't think.
Like, I want to build a figure out of this
Actually,
ash. Like, I want to really compress it.
I don't think
and
you
make a
will be
diamond.
alive then to do anything with them. I think
How
you
the
will.
fuck do you know that?
Because
You know what? I'm gonna freeze myself now, and I'm gonna unfreeze myself when you're dead.
No.
Just so I win this argument.
I'm just worried about you. You don't.
And the third podcast I'm gonna do holding you in my hands, your ashes in my hands, and I'm gonna like
So
roll
that's
the
in
ashes,
6 years.
and
6
you're gonna
years.
roll the
In 6
ashes
years,
in
you
the
mean.
air.
That's.
I don't know, man.
That's
I
a lot
mean,
of time.
depends on your health.
I can get some babies going.
But no, I think I read somewhere that there's a company I think making like diamonds from ashes, because you know when you compress the ash, you can make a diamond or something like a crystal of some sort.
Well,
Like,
yeah, that's not a diamond.
yeah.
Crystal.
Well, it's pretty much.
Wait,
a
so you
diamond.
wanna
Like,
make a
if
crystal?
you ask a blind person,
You want to make a crystal out of
no,
mine?
I mean, I want to make a crystal, put it on a ring, and then give it to your mom and be like, "Can you marry me now? Because now it's okay. He's dead." You know what I mean? Like, we've been waiting. I haven't told you, but we've been waiting for a
Okay,
while. Yeah.
I tried to fix the conversation.
anyway, so-
but again.
But the crystal is like it's very cheap. You know what I mean? Like, it's just your body. I mean, how expensive is that? Like, have you tried to sell your body? No one will buy that shit.
But I've invested a
Just
lot
like
in it.
cheap.
It should be
You've
expensive.
invested, all right, but you're dead. The investment, let me tell you, the investment is just like investing in a rotten house, infested with diseases and just. By the way, I think I gotta test myself again for that AIDS. That's the thing about AIDS. What I hate, like you test yourself once and then you gotta do it again. Like, come on, man. Like, can I just fuck people with no condoms and just like I tested myself once?
Yeah, that's
Duh.
what I meant. That you
You
won't
know?
be alive when I'm dead.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna test myself just to make sure I'm gonna be alive. And
okay, but
and
if you test,
you know what? Let me tell you this
no,
story.
but this doesn't help. If you get a test and you're positive, you'll die. What do you mean? How is this helping?
Well, what about? Yeah, I mean that case. Yeah, I guess if you want to put it that way. But the thing is, in Malta here, there's this place where you go to test yourself, and the thing is, it's such a huge line of people because it's for free. It's so many people that when you make an appointment, it's like 2 months into the future. So if I make an appointment like in 20 years, I'm gonna have to wait for 20 years to learn I'm positive. So
No, but why don't you just
I'm gonna
go? I
live,
mean,
like,
you-
for a
no, but
really
think
long
about
time.
it. You have to think about it. Listen to me. I'm the mathematician. If that's way,
Okay.
if you go there now, there will be like a free space because the person that has taken it, he's dead already. It was 2 months ago. So there will be place now for you.
Yeah, but I mean, every time I call them, they say like come next year or something, and I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
dead
because
already,
they
and
wait
that's
for
like a
the
nightmare.
person that will come the next hour that has scheduled an appointment 1 year ago, but he won't come.
Yeah. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. And every day they wait and no one
Yeah,
comes.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
like that's their job. They're just showing up, and it's like, where are these people? God damn it! This Mr. Joseph, born in 1875, was supposed to be here by now. God damn it. So anyhow, but the thing is, if I'm dead, how do I know that? How do I know this is not some facade for hell? How do I know this is not some game that Satan plays on me? Just trying to convince me I'm still alive, but actually I'm dead.
what now or what?
What if I'm dead right now? How do I know it? Tell me, as a scientist, how would you prove that you're dead? Like just to check. Let's check if I'm alive or not. Maybe this is just a simulation. Maybe this is the afterlife.
Wait, you're talking about 1,000 things. What do you mean, death or simulation? What's the question?
What? Okay, let's put it this way. First of all, you're dead. Okay, let's assume
No.
you're dead. How
No,
do you
I'm not.
prove me wrong? How the fuck do you prove me wrong?
Because I'm walking
Are
around.
you dead?
No.
I'm asking you a question.
Wait, no,
Be
no,
honest.
I'm not dead.
Be honest with me.
I'm honest. Come on, man. That's how we define it. If you're
So
moving
you
around.
say the only way to check it is being honest. Is that what you're saying? Ask
No.
me if I'm dead.
uh,
Ask me if I'm dead.
if you're dead.
Ask me if I'm dead.
If you're dead.
Ask me if I'm dead.
If
If I'm dead, I wouldn't be able to answer. That's the right answer. Ask me if I'm dead.
Okay, are you dead? You don't answer?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. You see, I'm
Makes
trying to avoid the subject. That means I'm dead.
Okay, so if you're. Come on, man. Come on.
But think about it this way. What if there's like, remember the Matrix? In the Matrix, in the movie, you had a cat. And the cat was like, every time you see a black cat, there's a bug in the system.
No.
So imagine if we're dead.
That wasn't
There's
it.
got to be a bug. There's got to be some sort of bug that once you find that bug, you're like, I knew it. We're all dead. What would that bug be?
No,
I
your
think
question
that's
doesn't
AIDS,
make
I
sense. No, if we were dead, by your question, that wouldn't be dead. This would be another word. Because in our case, dead means something else. So what the hell are you talking about? You know?
My head hurts. So much smart information that I produced today. I hate being too smart for such a long time. When I'm smart like this, I over smart myself. I almost smarted my pants. To be
Well,
honest,
we have like
a little
seven
bit.
more
I have
minutes,
some smarts in
so
my
save
pants.
something for the last 7 minutes. I can't be talking for the whole time.
Okay, so ask me something because I feel like I'm just fucking carrying this on my back.
Of course, it's your
Like,
podcast.
I'm some sort of like a
Isn't it your podcast?
turtle.
It's your podcast.
Isn't it supposed to what?
It's your podcast, no? Is it my podcast?
It's my podcast.
Okay, so then what the hell are you
Is it?
Of course.
You want to take it from me or what?
No.
Is that about it? You just want to slap your name all over
I'm
it?
just saying, why are you complaining?
Yes. I'm complaining because that's my nature. You know what I mean? Like if you're a wolf, you never change your clothes. So you may lie to a sheep, but if you're a scorpion and you're in that lake in the middle of it, you're gonna bite that wolf in the head. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Because
I have a question.
What if you change that story and you have a scorpion and a wolf?
I have a
How
question,
about that?
you
Huh?
son of a bitch.
What if the scorpion? Listen. Because this is my podcast, okay? I have all the questions. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna ask me, but let me finish this. What if that story? Remember the story with the scorpion? This stupid story that the scorpion and the lake and the frog. Remember that story?
How do you
Which
take?
there's
how do
no
you
scorpions,
take
by the
them-
way,
what?
on lakes.
No, how do you take them over the river? Or
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no such lake in the world where there's
not a-
scorpions
it's a river.
just laying around
Dude,
the lake.
if it's a lake, you can go around it. If it's a river, you can't go
Exactly.
around it. It's
So
endless.
it's a stupid story.
The river
So-
is through the whole
But
earth.
so it's all about it's a suicidal scorpion. He just wants to die, I guess. He just wants to fucking die and take someone with him. I guess. But my question was, what if there's a wolf instead of a frog, and the scorpion tries the same thing with a wolf?
But there has to be
He goes, "Hey, wolf."
three animals. There are 3 animals.
There's 3.
Yeah,
What's the third one? An octopus? What's the third one?
it has to be like a cycle.
Is it a microorganism?
You know, one eats the first eats the second eats the third eats the first. That was the shit. the thing.
No, not this story, man.
What the
This
hell are you
is
talking about?
This is the story. So the story is this. This is the original story that they tell you, the idiots who tell you this
Oh,
story.
yeah, I think I remember
They say
it,
this.
kind of.
There's a frog, and the frog says, "Listen, I'm crossing the lake," and the scorpion says, "Hey, can you help me out? I'll get on your back, and we'll cross it together." And the frog says, "I'm not stupid. You're gonna fucking kill me. This is who you are. You're a scorpion. You're a bad guy." And the scorpion says, "No, Are you fucking stupid? If I kill you, then we both drown. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna, kill." So they go and they both die. So that's the story.
Are you sure that's
So
the
what
story?
if that was a wolf? Yeah. What if that was a wolf, and the wolf say, "I will carry you in my stomach. Okay, I'll put you in my stomach, and then
who?
I'll carry you."
The frog or the scorpion?
The scorpion, and then the frog says, "Listen, can you carry me too, but in your anus?" And then the wolf says, "Listen, I don't have space there because the turtle is there." So how do you play along that?
Oh fuck! You go around the
So
lake,
let
man.
me-
I told you.
Drink another. What? I go what?
You go around the lake. You know.
Exactly. You go around the lake, but then you see all the Arabs there, and they're selling, and they have all their Arab. They set up those kebab places, and they put the shish and the kebabs, shuju, khaldarba, all the other foods, and they put them there. And the wolf goes by, and it's like, God damn it, all this fucking smelly food. And there's some gypsies there too, and they're stealing horses, and they're raping their cousins. And meanwhile, there's some activists there because they say this is racist. You shouldn't blame these people. It's not their fault. It's just the society they live in. So they want to help these small societies of Arabs and gypsies. And they say, listen, we're going to integrate you. And one of them is currently being executed in front of a camera by the Arabs. And he says, that's okay. I'm sorry. I was just trespassing your culture. I'm sorry I did it. And he dies. So anyway, do you think we should do it like for an hour, or do you think we should do it like for 10 hours?
I mean, considering what was done today, I think we should do it for 5 minutes.
No, honestly, I really like it. I don't know about you. I like it. I think
I
it's
like
great.
it, but I don't know. I think we should fix a lot of things for next time.
Like what? Let's fix it now.
Like everything.
We have 5 more minutes. Let's fucking fix it now.
okay.
No, give me your feedback.
Feedback. Well, first, we should definitely...
I'm eating these jellies. There's delicious jellies. I
Okay,
like
you
jellies.
eat jellies, but what have you smoked? That's my question.
I've smoked nothing, man. Nothing. I'm clean. I can give you my urine. You can smell it.
Sure. Anyway,
smells like-
the thing... No, I mean,
Like
for real.
berries.
No, I really like it, but the thing is we should make some plan. Like some topics, not just this, whatever
Some
it was.
topics, yeah, makes sense. No, but I like it even that. This is nice just to
Wait.
test like what we do without a topic because that's important, And so
Oh,
then
yeah,
when we
I
have a
guess.
topic, it's going to be only better. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah, we're rock
But
bottom now.
we can
We start from
But
the
we can,
bottom.
yeah, exactly. This is Rocky Bottom, and
But where is this
Rocky
going?
Bottom High.
Where will I find it? I want to listen to it. Where is it?
We
So,
can put
I
it
mean,
on
we
YouTube.
should
Let's
we
put it
should
on
tell the
YouTube.
listeners so they know where to find it. You know. Otherwise, how would they know?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube if
Yeah.
you're finding it right now. If you're on YouTube, and don't be surprised because that's where it is.
Yeah. you
So-
found it.
Yeah, let's
Congratulations.
put it on YouTube, and then I'll make some art just for a thumbnail, and then it'll be the thumbnail, and I'll say, hey, that's the thumbnail, guys. Click on it and just put your headphones on. I think I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of our families, especially for the fact that they're mostly dead, but in the past they were pretty cool. You know, back in the day, they were considered reproductively capable. They were considered citizens of certain countries, and they were considered culpable of crimes,
Wait, so
which they did not commit. They did not commit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had a serious
Which
question
is
for
why
you.
we're here.
Since anyway,
Yes.
you know,
Go
no
ahead.
one is listening to this, so we can just talk like we do. I mean,
Yeah, let's relax. I mean, I find it that you're a little bit stressed. Just relax, man.
what? Anyway, no,
Let's
I
have
mean,
fun.
no, I'm just wondering about you. Like, when are you coming back to Bulgaria? I kind of miss you, man.
Exactly. So I don't, but the question is good, and I will answer it. So I think the next time it'll probably be in the middle of November. 'Cause
No, I
gotta
mean,
check on
no.
my dad
No, I know this. I know. I mean, forever. So you'll be here forever.
forever.
Yeah.
I haven't decided on my burial grounds yet. Where I'll spend my eternity, I don't know. I told you about the scattering plan I have. I don't know the location of the scatter, of the pattern of the different particles of ash, but it will take a big amount of space for the whole body. No, but seriously, I don't know, man. Honestly, I have a lot of fun here. And it's a nice challenge. It's because it's challenging, and it's still, you know, it's a relatively new thing to be in a new place and all that. And I think if I go somewhere else, it may be somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like if I go somewhere else later, it's gonna be maybe somewhere else. But I don't know if I'm gonna go back home, like right away. Maybe in the long run, but we'll see. I just don't know yet. You know, I just want to see how it goes, and yeah. But listen, man, it's a big bit. You know, it's a big place, man. I mean, we saw each other a couple of days ago, just like out of nowhere. So it's not a big deal for me to come over, for you to come over here, and you know, we have the money and the passion in our hearts to do it. So we can see each other, whether it be behind bars, whether one of us is behind bars or both of us. Well, both of us behind bars, we should be in the same bars, on the same side of the bars. You know what I mean? Like both of us could be prosecutors, and we prosecute Devi together. And he's behind bars, but we're on the other side of bars. So, but anyway,
I don't want to go to bars.
it could be metal
anymore.
bars. It could be
No bars. I don't like bars.
you quit that. You're not going to bars anymore.
Yes, since long ago I told you.
Since long ago, you're not going to bars.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe that.
Why?
I can't believe that.
Come on.
I don't know, because you're a bar person. You're like, you
No.
know all the best places and events and everything.
Well, that's different.
Did you know that Ogi got into like DJing? He told me that he had like yesterday in Barpetak he was a DJ. He was
nice.
DJing there.
Nice.
That's cool, man. You should try that. You.
No, I don't listen to. I don't listen to generic music. I mean, people won't like what I play, so that's not.
Well, do
not-
whatever you do, man. Do your own thing.
Yeah,
like DJ
but-
your own
Yeah,
style.
but these. I mean, only 3 people in Bulgaria listen to this, so it won't work.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up.
And yeah.
Everything
Well, I don't know,
sucks.
man. It's I understand what you mean. So I think it was great, and I think let's pat ourselves on the back of our penises, and let's congratulate ourselves for that. How do you know what's the back of your penis? Like, which part is the front and which part is the back? Like, is the back the like inside of your stomach, or is the back the
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You know
that
what I
makes sense. Yeah,
the
it's in your stomach.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I think if I were like a doctor and I make like amputations and I don't know, why would I make amputations as a doctor? Makes
Who-
no sense.
of course-
Yeah, I'm a special surgeon, amputation surgeon. Nice to meet you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
let's shake
what-
hands because you will not be able to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just playing over these
I'm
scenarios.
just trying to
But,
follow your
um,
thought, and it goes nowhere, and it just disappears, and it kind of disintegrates into
Really,
oblivion. It's weird.
no one has ever said anything worse about me in my life. I really felt deeply offended. You said, I try to follow your thought. I wrote it down. But it disintegrates and it leads nowhere. I will forever remember this. And it goes nowhere, you say, and it's emptiness and darkness. And then you
Oblivion.
conclude, therefore, we'll never be friends again. That's what you said at the end. I remember that. And I said, listen, let's forgive ourselves once again. And this time, let's lead our thoughts together. Let our thoughts join hands and walk together by the sea and into the sunset.
Yeah. So see you next time, guys. Devi.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to end this. And thank you very much. And next time, we're going to be serious about this shit. And we're going to discuss some of the most important pressing issues in the world, such as poverty among child molesters, and such as different ways to torture without being necessarily a dick. So let's end this right now, and let's follow up next week or whatever. And you guys, whoever is listening, if you have any comments, just keep it for yourself, you assholes. Don't be entitled. No one cares about your comments.
I care. You can write it.
No one but
I
you
will-
care.
I will
Yeah,
read.
you tell him. You tell him what to do.
No, I mean I care. I can be the caring guy in the podcast.
Okay. So guys, if you have any comments and you care about Stefcho, who, as you know, is a caring guy, write them in the comments. This is where you should express your thoughts, in the comments, nowhere else.
Yep.
And good luck with your marriages, guys. Good luck with your families. We pray for you, and we hope that you come back and you love us forever. Thank you, Stefcho, very much, and yeah,
Thank you.
we'll stay in touch, man.
Yeah.
I'll never talk to you. By the way, I'll never talk to you again. I'll never talk to you again because I think if we don't talk at all,
Yeah, we'll have
and
more
just
thought.
keep all of our thoughts for this podcast, it's gonna be the shit.
Fuck, maybe.
So
Sure.
shut your mouth right now. Shut
Okay.
your dirty mouth. All right, and then no talking, and then we do the podcast, and then it's fucking awesome. I think we just talked too much before that one. Like
Yeah, maybe.
the one time we did last month.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason it sucks. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's the reason. Yeah, it's totally that reason. Okay, man. Cool. Well, I'll see you at some point.
In 2
And
seconds.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
bye.
I don't believe in God, but let's someone bless you.
Yeah,
And
you-
forever.
are you
forever
talking to
and
me or to the crowd? The crowd.
No, I'm talking
in-
to myself.
In single form.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Are you still here? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
I thought I
here.
was just talking to myself. I thought I was talking to
I
myself.
mean, I can go if you want. I guess I'll go. Okay,
No, it's okay. Oh,
but
well,
I wanna go.
I mean, at that point, doesn't matter because I'm in bed already.
Come
I'm
on,
in bed.
I'm hungry.
Okay, good
Let's
night.
eat. Bye.
Bye bye.